So the IB program has offered a lot in terms of getting, well-rounded students. The CAS portion of the IB in particular allowed me to, explore the non-academic side of school. And for me, this was especially important because I'm not really one for getting involved, doing sports, going out, and being like I guess adventurous or whatever you want to call it. And because of that, I feel that the CAS experience as a whole allowed me to explore things that I normally would not have done. And in the end, looking back, I kind of think that that was a very valuable experience because now I've done things I definitely wouldn't have done before, and I think that it was actually worth doing these events and these different activities and different exercises. Since as far back as I can remember, I've always been involved in music in some way or another. It wasn't until the whole CAS experience that I actually started to make it public and make it more known to other people. Um, I had never actually performed in front of a large group or audience, that kind of stuff before, and it made me really uneasy. There was always this little small bit of doubt in my mind whenever someone would ask me to perform or someone would ask me to play a song or something like that. Because I would always think to myself, what if I had messed up? What if I did something wrong? And then it's not only the fact that you're messing up, it's the fact you're messing up in front of a whole large group of people. And then it becomes, this whole self conscious thing like what are they thinking, all that kind of stuff. But over time, I got more comfortable with the whole performing and with the whole being in front of groups, in front of a lot of people, not necessarily just with music, just in general. And because of this, I feel that I've become more comfortable with the whole process, and I've become more, it's become something that I find like thoroughly enjoy, and not necessarily something that I do because somebody asked me to. It's because I want to do. CAS has also served as a way for me to explore music in general and to find out where exactly I stand as a musician compared to others. Not necessarily because of CAS, but during the whole CAS process, I actually started to write my own music. And for the most part, it's the same general kind of thing. But once in a while, you kind of come up with that one thing that you can actually call good, or how you want to call it. Dance is something that I never would have imagined myself doing. Previously, my only real dancing experience is from when I was a little kid, and I would, kind of dance at those family parties. But, that was just some good fun. Aside from that, I was pretty lacking in the whole moves department. At first, I was kind of embarrassed to do it because, I figured I'd look kind of stupid or I'd be kind of dumb. But after a while, after, a few months of practicing, I started to gain a lot of respect for those guys who dance around on Dancing with the Stars or whatever, and you see them like dancing around and kind of look stupid from time and again. And the one thing I really have to say is that it's a lot harder than it looks. Practices can actually get pretty rough and can get pretty tiring, especially after a few hours. And you know, over time, I've actually been able to, I guess, just get a sense of, get a sense of the whole thing in general. Not only was I able to learn how to dance and be able to dance, but I was able to then kind of teach others, sort of. And that was kind of with the whole lip sync that we did at school. I was one of the few people who kind of just help people along and help people along ease the process. Because for me, I was in that situation where I didn't have any dancing experience, and I was able to help them because I had known, I've had past experience with it, and I was able to help them along with that process. And in the end, the whole dancing experience and learning how to dance and whatever, I fear that it was very worth it, no matter like how hard it was or how dumb I looked because I'd always mess up. All of that aside, it was worth the experience and it was worth getting to meet the people that I got to meet. Why, hello there. So that about wraps it up for the whole cast thing. Thank you again for watching, and I guess good luck on IB exams.